Hey guys, welcome back to another video, except this time it's not going to be about rideshare but rather about Instacart and its upcoming strike that's supposed to take place tomorrow. So apparently there's people out there that started a movement. They're striking about not getting enough pay. They're wanting hazard pay for taking a risk every time they go out to the store. They're complaining about not getting adequate sanitizer supplies and gloves and masks. So here's a question for you. How many gig apps are out there and how many of them actually provided you any of it? A lot of them actually promised to send and ship things out. The only one that actually shipped something to me was DoorDash. I generally don't like DoorDash, but I'll be honest, they're the only ones that followed through. Sent me my gloves, 100 gloves. I got my sanitizer. I got about 9 ounces or 10 ounces from them. But that's not the point. The point is, for crying out loud, how much does a pair of gloves cost? $4.99 at Walmart, the black pair, the ones that you can still do the touch screen. 100 gloves. How many gigs are you going to do throughout the day? 4, 5. So let's say you use a different pair of gloves every time. I mean, you can expense that at the end of the day. Sanitizer you may not be able to get out there, but you could still get the rubbing alcohol. There's different ways of disinfecting, so there's really no need for you to be crying and complaining. At the end of the day, you can keep your receipts and still expense that. That's part of your expense cost. I understand you're frustrated that you haven't gotten the supplies. Many of us are. A lot of the gig apps promised that they never followed through. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Here's my take on it. I didn't drive the first 2 to 3 weeks when this whole thing started. I was afraid. Honestly, I was really afraid of bringing it home. But up until I got adequate supplies, I didn't drive. So here's my either you drive or you don't. But don't be complaining about, oh, we need this, we need that. Do you know how many people actually depend on you now? Think of it as if, yeah, you're going out there taking a risk, but you're providing a service at the end of the day, and maybe you're helping someone elderly who is in a real dire need of getting those groceries to their house. As far as I know, you're already getting the additional pay. But for you to go out there and start a movement, it's probably gonna be more of a disadvantage for all of you guys than a benefit of getting your additional $5 hazard pay. Second thing is, I thought you needed to have a syndicate, a union. You needed to have a union in order to be doing a national strike. So like I said, not everything is about money. I leave you with an old Latin saying, a memento mori. Just remember that you gotta die, and that additional money, you're not gonna bring it with you. So a memento mori, you must die. You're not bringing that additional $5 per week or $50 per week with you. So stop whining. Either you drive or you don't. If you're gonna take part in tomorrow's protesting, good luck. But I think it's gonna have more of a negative effect rather than positive. So till next time. So these are the numbers from today for United States, and the death rate for Europe was about 12 hours ago. Just one important thing that I forgot to mention is, I don't know how many of you watch the news or how much you are aware of the worldly issues and how many people are dying around the world. We could just have the approach, well, I'm from United States, I'm an American, I don't care about the rest of the world. But 10,000 people have died in Italy, 51 doctors, medical staff, multiple doctors have died in the state of New York, 60,000 people are infected. Well over 2,000 people have died in the United States. So medical doctors, nurses, medical staff, first responders, they don't show up to work with the attitude of saying, well, I need the hazard pay. So just to add, in relation to Instacart, I mean, let's be serious, guys. Just instead of complaining and wanting that additional money, maybe knock on your neighbor's door, see if you can do something good for the community. So I know I'm going to get a lot of hate on this video, but I just feel like I needed to say it out there. So